Please remain standing for the posting of the colors and the singing of the national anthem. Will all male students remove your caps and place it over your hearts? I am honored to introduce our invited guests who are sitting on the stage. We ask the guests to remain standing. Graduates, please remain standing. Audience, you may be seated. Male graduates, you may now replace your caps. I am honored to introduce our invited guests who are sitting on the stage. We ask these guests to remain standing until everyone has been introduced. Audience, please hold your applause until all of our guests have been recognized. The Superintendent of Cumberland County Schools, Dr. Marvin Connolly Jr., and the members of the Cumberland County Board of Education, Deanna Jones, Board Chair, Nathan Warfel, Co-Chair, Jacqueline Brown, Alicia Chisholm, Donna Van, Greg West, and Susan Williams. From the Cumberland County Schools, Dr. Lindsay Whitley, Associate Superintendent for Communications and Community Engagement, Mr. Jay Toland, Associate Superintendent for Business Operations, Mr. Nicholas Soika, Board Attorney, Mr. Ruben Reyes, Associate Superintendent for Human Resources, Dr. Melota Hill, Chief Academic Officer, and Dr. Jane Fields, Associate Superintendent of School Support Services, Mr. Kevin Coleman, Associate Superintendent for Auxiliary Services, Dr. Melody Chalmers McLean, Associate Superintendent for Student Support Services, Mr. Donald Underdew, Area Superintendent for School Support Services, and Dr. Christine Catalano, Assistant Superintendent K-12 Curriculum and Instruction. Thank you for your presence. Please be seated. Next, allow me to introduce our special guest from Southview High School. Guests, please remain standing until everyone has been recognized. Additionally, will the audience please hold your applause until they have been acknowledged. On the stage from Southview High School, Ms. Phyllis Jackson, the Southview High School Principal, Ms. Damaris Prieto, Southview High School's 2023-2024 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Alicia Mason, Southview's Inspiring Teacher of the Year as voted by the senior class, Mr. Roderick Smith, Southview's Beginning Teacher of the Year, Morgan Ward, Chief Marshal, Jasmine Scriven, Senior Class President, Joshua Kim, Valedictorian, Anjali and Rachel Mosher, Co-Salutatorians, and finally myself, Genesis Villa Cordero, SGA President. You may now be seated. Our final guests seated in the chairs on the floor are Southview's district principals. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all are recognized. Will the audience please hold your applause until all of our district principals have been acknowledged. Ms. Regina Blanding, Hope Mills Middle School, Ms. Lisa Crawford, Rockfish Elementary, and Ms. Larissa Perkins, C. Wayne Collier. Additionally, administrators, senior homeroom teachers, and members of the Southview faculty who are present throughout the Coliseum, we appreciate your presence here today. Please be seated. I would like to give a warm and gracious welcome to the most important people of today, Southview's graduating class of 2023. We finally made it to the end of the finishing line, and I'm overjoyed to cross it with you all. This graduating class is special. We are the 50th class to graduate from Southview High School, making us a legacy class. To me, leaving a legacy means leaving a meaningful impact on my peers. Today, we leave our legacy behind and close this chapter of our lives. Our legacies endure through the kindness we showed to others, such as smiling at someone in the hallways, helping a friend, complimenting a classmate, being a good student to our teachers, and so much more. It's not only what you have contributed to our school, but how you've impacted others. As students, we went online due to COVID and struggled to adapt to virtual learning, separation from our peers, and general access to support. Despite these adversities, we persevered and we made it. As we leave here today, we are ending an era and leaving behind the legacies we have created at Southview. And to the friends and families who have watched your graduate reach important milestones, thank you. Thank you for being in our corner and providing us with the support to get through our school years to make it to our high school graduation. It truly means a lot to us, and we could not have made it here if it were not for you all. And lastly, to my mom and dad, thank you for everything that you've done for me and helping me get here to today. Today may be the last day we see some of these faces and wear the orange and black, so appreciate it. As your student body president, I'm so proud of you, and I know you will do amazing things in your future. When we leave here today, remember, once a tiger, always a tiger.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Mountains, we gon' walk it out. Mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you.
When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Ooh, mountains, we'll take it to its feet. Mountains,
And I'll rise up,
I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, I will rise, I will rise, I will rise for you, I will rise for you.
hoping it, hoping it is hope. If that we have each other, and for that we have each other, yes. We will rise, oh, we'll rise. We'll rise, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up,
I'll
in
rise
spite of the
unafraid, I'll rise
I
up,
will rise
and I'll do
1,000
it
times
1,000 times
again. And we'll rise up, high like the waves, we'll rise up, in spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, we will rise, we will rise, we will rise for you, we will rise for you.
안녕하세요. I am Anjuli,
And I am Rachel Mosier.
and we are your co-salutatorians.
Before we begin, we would like to congratulate the class of 2023 and thank the teachers, staff, administration, and custodians who supported our high school journey.
As children of Korean immigrants, we want to give special thanks to our parents who courageously left their homes for the possibility of a better future for their children. 아버지, 어머니, 감사합니다.
When looking back at the moments in our high school experience, it is easy to resent our past selves or our choices. It is common to regret something hurtful we may have said or a failing grade on a test. Regardless of these regrets or how much resentment we may hold towards that past version of ourselves, it is important to remember that we owe this moment to our past selves, who made the choices we regret and the ones we are proud of. So, we ask you not to judge your past selves or your past choices too harshly, and to show those younger, more inexperienced versions of yourself some grace. Appreciate the previous version of your past self by focusing on the you that you are in the present moment.
When honoring the past, we are given a gift of time and the ability to reflect. These past 4 years were often filled with hardships and struggles. However, through the bonds we created, we received the support and encouragement to thrive. Whether those bonds are in the classroom, in clubs, on a sports team, or just hanging out, these bonds are like a family who gave us the courage to become the best versions of ourselves. With such a tight-knit community, we have seen each other grow from insecure freshmen to graduates brave enough to face the future confidently. As we graduate, some of us will inevitably grow apart. While this terrifies me, it's a part of our growth. We do not realize how precious our bonds are until we begin forging our paths in life. And with that said, I encourage you all to honor the past by living in the moment.
As we enter this new stage of our lives, we want the seniors to remember their past and the experience that led them to their present graduating selves. Thank you to those who helped us along the way. Our past will always be grateful to you.
들어주셔서 감사합니다. And next, to address the class of 2023 is our valedictorian, Joshua Kim.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, and fellow graduates. Today, as we stand at the pinnacle of our lives thus far, I am filled with mixed emotions. It is an honor and a privilege to address you during this momentous occasion. As we reflect on the past 4 years, I'd like to share a simple yet profound message: to live in the moment. Throughout our journey, we have often found ourselves overwhelmed by expectations and ambitions. We have been conditioned to think about the future constantly, planning and working tirelessly towards our goals. While it is important to have dreams and aspirations, it is equally important to embrace the beauty and significance of the present. As high school students, I believe that most of us would use the message, live in the moment, as a justification for our procrastination. I think our teachers would probably disagree. Living in the moment is being fully present in every experience. It means relishing the joy of achievement, cherishing the bonds we have formed, and appreciating the lessons learned in our most challenging moments. It is about savoring every passing second, for these moments will never return. As we venture into the unknown chapters of our lives, let us not forget the experiences that have molded us into the individuals we are today. Remember the late nights spent studying, the camaraderie formed on the field, the laughter shared in the classroom, and the tears shed during times of loss. These memories are the fabric of our shared journey and hold a special place in my heart. Living in the moment also prompts us to adopt a mindful attitude. By cultivating a sense of mindfulness, we can find solace and wisdom in a world that seems to move at lightning speed. Take a deep breath, feel your heartbeat, and take in what lies before you. There's an abundance of beauty in the simplicity of existence when we slow down and truly appreciate it. Furthermore, living in the moment reminds us to be grateful. Gratitude has a significance that transforms our perspective and brings a sense of fulfillment. Let us be grateful for the opportunities that have come our way, the support we have received, and the experiences that have shaped us. Gratitude allows us to acknowledge the blessings in our lives and appreciate the intricacies of the human experience. In closing, my fellow graduates, I implore you to live in the moment. As we embark on our separate paths, let us not be consumed by the uncertainties of the future or burdened by the weight of the past. Instead, let us immerse ourselves fully in the present, embracing each day as a gift and each moment as an opportunity to make a positive impact. Let us go forth from this ceremony with hearts filled with gratitude, minds open to new possibilities, and a commitment to living in the moment. Together, let us create a vibrant and hopeful future. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023. We did it!
Will all male graduates remove their caps? Additionally, we ask any alumni joining us tonight to rise for the singing of the alma mater.
Long will stand our alma mater as the years roll swiftly by, while our hearts with pride o'erflowing cherish memories deep inside. Hear our voices, alma mater, sing your praises to the sky with pride and honor. Now we thank you, alma mater, self you high.
Male graduates, you may replace your headgear. Our final speech is the class of 2023 Senior Class President, Jasmine Scrivens.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by thanking my parents, family, friends, and most importantly, God, because I would not be standing before you today if it wasn't for their love and support. To the graduating class of 2023, I would like to start by thanking you for allowing me to be your senior class president, providing me the opportunity to speak on this stage today. For those here who do not know me, hello, my name is Jasmine Scriven, your senior class president. While there are so many things I could speak about today, my focus is on the future, commemorating this great celebration as we enter a new chapter in our lives. The past 13 years, our parents, teachers, and family have helped and guided us through these transitional years. We are also excited for these next steps after we walk across the stage and turn our tassels. But remember, the people around us who support us during the journey. Now it's our turn to show them what the class of 2023 is made of. No matter the path you take, make them proud. Whether it's college, military, or the workforce, it is your decision to make the most of your future. Don't allow the opinions of others around you to dictate the path you take. I recall my freshman English class when Ms. Hancock assigned a poem that changed my view of the future. Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken speaks about an individual's journey through the woods and their arrival at two different paths. Like this poem, our paths are bound to change, and we must persevere. When we first walked into Southview, we didn't know it would take us, but we knew it would be an adventure. Just like the adventurous in Frost's poem, the smallest decisions in your life have just as much importance as the big ones. Every decision you start making today will take you to where you want to be. It's now our responsibility to make our paths as our stories are just beginning. We will overcome hardship. As you heard from our speakers today, honor the past, cherish every moment, pave your own future. Do not fear the road less traveled. And remember, once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you.
Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord lift his countenance upon
Good evening to my amazing staff, proud parents and families, Dr. Connolly, school board members, cabinet, and guests. And to the 50th graduating class of Southview High School, class of 2023, you made it. Today you are embarking on a new beginning, and as I stand before you as your principal, I am filled with a sense of honor, gratitude, and anticipation. At Southview High School, I have come to know the pride of the past Tigers, the power and the presence of a Tiger, and the promise of the future of a Tiger. It gives me great pleasure to stand here to address the Tiger legacies who have reached a very important milestone, the beginning of another chapter in the book of their lives. Graduates, as you prepare to end one aspect of life and go to another, remember with hard work and dedication, you can achieve anything you set your mind to, no matter where you go, what you do. Always hold the peace of Southview with you and always aspire to excel. Your accomplishments at Southview High School cannot be measured just by grades and what is shown on your transcript. The irreplaceable friendships with peers, your teachers, and administrative staff made an impact. Your hard work, devotion, and most importantly, your pride for the school have factored into your success. Look around at your parents, teachers, friends, and realize the valuable experiences you have gained throughout your high school years and cherish them. Certainly the class of 2023 will greatly be missed, and most of us here today can attest to their incredible achievements, passionate performance in the arts, and memorable games in athletics. This group of seniors is unique, not because of what you accomplished, but how you accomplished it. Like Deshaun Jessup, a basketball player who started playing tennis his junior year. In his senior year, he played tennis on the third court and went undefeated to win the conference. I overheard a conversation by Kate Swain, a legacy student, was talking about the 8 IB exams during the month of May, sometimes 2 a day. But she wasn't complaining, she was just talking. She didn't even pay attention that I was listening to her. Kate also played 4 sports: golf, volleyball, basketball, and softball. She was voted on to be prom queen and female athlete of the year. Kate participated to the end because she loved Southview. And when we talk about legacies, we have over 50 graduates this year who are legacy students. Dayani Matthews, for example, a 3rd generation Southview legacy. Her mom and aunts, grandparents, and siblings are all Southview grads. That is an awesome thing about being a Tiger, the belief in the tradition of being a Tiger, and that is the pride of the past. Seniors, as we prepare to celebrate this turning point, I think it is appropriate to share one last observation and hopefully a bit of wisdom to the class of 2023. Until now, your education has been meticulously planned for you. You generally knew what was going to be taught and how you would be assessed, so you could prove you had learned something. Thank your teachers and parents for that. The funny thing about real life is that there are no longer daily objectives written on the board to guide you. Learning becomes different to quantify, and most real-life tests are unannounced, especially tests involving your character, ethics, and empathy for others. You will learn that your education will change forms. The most important lessons you may learn will occur at any hour of the day, from a spirited debate in your dorm or a coffee house, rather than a 90-minute English or math class. Lessons will come disguised as opinions, sometimes from people you aren't particularly interested in listening to. Listen especially careful for those unscripted and unsolicited opinions. They help to develop and define your belief system. As a side note, remember when you thought your parents didn't know a lot? Watch how incredible smart they become over the next decade. For the most part, this intellectual leap will not only be from attending classes. It turns out that your parents are pretty skilled at picking up from real life lessons. Continue to talk and listen to your parents. They have learned a lot from their mistakes and will save you much stress and anxiety. They also will not charge you for their expertise advice, and most of the time, you may even get a free meal out of the deal. Set your goals high and strive to develop your skills and potential, but be careful in how you measure your success. If you choose to be the best in the world, remember that the title is fleeting and usually placed on a temporary by others. Your success will be judged by those with whom you compete. Be the best in the world does not mean necessarily guarantee that you will develop all of your skills. It simply means you have outshone others in a rather limited time frame. Nothing is promised in life. You must always be prepared for what lies ahead. You have spent more than 12 years in school, not only to earn one diploma, but to be educated. Some of you intend to continue your education in college and earn a degree that you desire. We all have lives planned out of terms what we want to do after this day. Some of us want to attend a 4-year university, others a 2-year university before transferring to a 4-year university. Military, trade school, whatever. But here's the challenge. Rather than being the best in the world, strive to be the best for the world. By being the best for the world, you will constantly be challenged by independently develop your unique talents. Only you will be able to judge your success in life. Also, matching your unique skills to challenge of a changing world, you'll more likely live a life to the fullest. So in doing so, help others to achieve their goal. I leave you with an anonymous quote. You have not lived until you have done something for someone else that you can never repay. Seniors, thank you for an excellent year. It has been an honor to be your principal in your final year of Southview High School. Well done, Tigers. Your legacy starts today. The pride of the past, the power of the present, and the promise of the future. Seniors, please know that your future is so, so promising. Now, parents, it's up to you. Friends and guests, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. The time to see your special Tiger walk across the stage. In keeping with the Southview tradition, we offer a challenge. If the students could have a perfect graduation, they will receive a mural on the wall, and each graduating senior will be able to return and sign underneath once completed. We have Mr. Doolin on hold for this perfect graduation. This mural will remain forever in the halls of Southview as their legacy. It is important for them, but they need your help. In order for each graduate to hear their name, the students ask that you please not cheer or applaud until the last name has been called. However, we ask the family members in attendance to please stand quietly when your child's name is called to show their support. Please, let's make this a perfect 50th graduation for them. Graduates, please prepare yourself to receive your diploma.
Michaela Abbott. Kanye Abreu. Janiyah Adams. Zachary Addison. Amran Al-Sadi. Shemaya Anderson. Joseph Andrews. Jessica Angeles Cruz. Yalimar Archibald. Emmanuel Atwell. Pedro Avalos. Sashenka Avila Gonzalez. Nyla Badillo. Devin Baker. James Balcom. Daisha Baldwin. Mikhail Baldwin. Abigail Barnett. William Barnhill, Trayvon Bateste, Xavier Betton, Jordan Blake, Christian Blankenship, Ashley Blount, Zachary Blue, Zymeria Blue, Sandra Bolanos, Kyla Boney, Tyshawn Bowers, Takaya Branch, Michaela Breeden, Armani Brown, Brandon Brown, Helen Brown, Tavion Brown, Cade Bruner, Kriston Buchholz, Braden Burge, Malachi Burns, Rashad Burns McNeil, KB Burnside, Abigail Burton, Eva Busby, Brianna Butler, Austin Kane, Diana Kane, Ruben Calero, Nate Calhoun, Nathan Camacho, Evan Campbell, Dallas Capps, Natalia Cervantes, Ashton Chavis, Nathaniel Chavis, Cameron Cherry, Yasim Chester, Zamonte Christian, Zamarion Cicero, James Clarita, Jason Collins, Nevea Cologne, Lamisha Cook, Coy Cooper, Isabella Cotter, Jamia Cox, Layla Cox, Liam Creasy, DeKayla Crockton, Catherine Crossgrove, Jordan Crum, Jacob Culbreth, Javier Culpepper, Canyon Culver, Ethan Dawkins, Kinnear de los Rios, Kurt Demasu, Alberto Dominski, Anthony Dominski, Julia Dominski, Gabriel Dizelle, Cesar Dimas Perez, Isabella Diodone, Aiden DePaulo, Sydney Dolbier, Ariel Edwards, Isis Estrada, Sullivan Failing, Amaya Farrell, Raheem Fisher, Jair Flores San Juan, Haley Ford, Maris Francis, Elijah Freckleton, Talib Frederick, Erica Freeman, Deanna Freshley, Ricky Gaddy, Mikhail Gardner, Jameer Garrett, Jacqueline Garrett, Ali George, Jonathan George, Kareem Gist, Giabella Goldson, Jay Gordon, Jaden Gore, Amaya Gorell, Destiny Graham, Elijah Graham, Rin Grundy, Gustavo Guevara, Joseph Gerganas, Dakota Hamilton, Jalen Harden, Nathaniel Harding, Casey Harrelson, Tamaya Harris, Jack Hart, Malachi Harvey, Deja Hawkins, Damian Hempstead, Mackenzie Hendrickson, Kimberly Hernandez, Kentrell Herring, Tristan Hester, Roy Hibbets, Leo Hickok, Ariana Hiraldo, Kingston Holland, Lane Horn, Nayera Horton Washington, LaTroy Hubbard, Brianna Hurd, Neam Quinn, Denisha Jackson, Jaden Jackson, Kalissa Jackson, Nagam Jalal, Jana Jansen, Jashawn Jessup, Eduardo Jimenez Guevara, Dustin Jackson, Michael Johns, Donovan Johnson, Joshian Johnson, Anthony Jones. Ladavian Jones. Marquise Jones. Michael Joyner. Ethan Joyner. Aubrey Keyboard. Jalen Kelly. Joshua Kim. Kaylee King. Tanaya King. James Klink. Shaylee Cookett. Noah Lauder. Letitia Lawrence. Maya Ledesma. Unji Lee. Kiera Lee.
Desiree Lomelli. Giovanni Lopez. Christian Lopez Quevedo. Manoa Lori. Jerome Mackey. Randall Manigo. Tanya Marcano Ortiz. Helana Martinez Sampson. Dayani Matthews. Antonia MacArthur. Jana McBride. Nathan McCauley. Caden McCloskey. Tiana McCoy. Joel McCahan. Cedric McGirt. Terrius McKinnon. Philip McIver. Jamari McCoy. Javea McLaughlin. Simone McLaughlin. Nitasia McMillan. Josiah McMillan. Elizabeth McNeil. Khalil Melton Harris. Mallory Melvin. Timothy Melvin. Raylan Meza McLucas. Dominic Malazzo Whitfield. Cameron Miller. Jayana Mitchell. Ngomi Malua. Michael Montgomery. Michaela Moody. Hayden Kennedy Moore. Kaylee Moore. Alondra Morales. Rachel Mosher. Ayana Myers. Christopher Naylor. August Nicholas. Zalindria Nicholson. Timothy Nye, Audrey Nimmons, Aiden O'Connor, Lauren O'Donnell, Joshua Odom, Shamir Oliver, Jose Ortega, Kyle Paris, Mercedes Pastori, Cheyenne Pate, Darnell Pate, Jonathan Patterson, Tavon Peoples, Fabian Perez Perez, Nadia Perry, Terrence Pelez, Raekwon Powell, Janice Price, Elena Pruitt, Tanaya Pruitt, Nazir Quillen, Keyshawn Raman L, Amara Ricacos, Maynor Ramos, Andrew Rapelli, Kanila Reed, Michaela Relaford, Gracie Roden, Dakota Richards, Jaden Richardson, Natalie Ricker, Sierra Riggs Thomas, Moises Rivera, Brian Rivera LeBron, Carolina Rivera Lopez, Delaney Rivers, Preston Roberts, Caitlin Robinson, Jonathan Rodriguez, Lana Rodriguez, Shalavia Roper, Anthony Rogers, Robert Ross, Rochelle Rupert Valencia, Eliza Ruiz, Mariana Russi, Brandon Sanders, Danishka Lee Santiago Sanchez, Jasmine Scriven, Veronica Shelton Vasquez, Elton Shepard, Taylor Shiflett, Elijah Simmons, Cameron Sinclair, Amaya Smith, Haley Smith, Julius Smith, Hassan So, Braden Spees, Nicholas Summers, Javion Somerville, Malcolm Sutton, Caitlin Swain, Bradley Tabler Cruz, Bryce Talbert, Vivica Taylor, Taylor Thomas, Donovan Thompson, Kenzie Thompson, Ryan Till, Diani Tolenci, Robert Tanoa Scanlon, Zeven Valentin Nieves, Genesis Valle Cordero, Leslie Vega Bonilla, Derek Vera Medina, Antonio Villanueva, Owen Walkinshaw, Dadrian Ward, Jasmine Warren, Tyasia Washington, Xavier Watson, West, Issa Marie West, Nylan Whitfield, Kyle Wiggs, Jabraylin Wilkins, Ayana Williams, Gabrielle Williams, Cassidy Williams, Kamoria Williams, Shantia Williams, Sierra Williamson, Elijah Wilson, Estani Wilson, Jordan Wilson, Teslin Wilson, Leah Wireman, Kiana Waddell, Jasmine Wooten, Malia Young, Zachary Urick, Joaquin Zavala Ruiz,
Graduates, please stand. By the power vested in me by the state of North Carolina, Department of Public Instruction, I declare you graduates of Southfield High School, class of 2023. You may turn your tassel.